This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello everyone, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. I am, because I finally get to share with you guys what I've been working on for the past week, the past many days. I feel like I've been sitting here building with this pack for ages, to be honest. Now I don't have access to it anymore and I miss it. So also, as a disclaimer, the software that I used to record this, so the Sim software, is an early version, so it might be subject to change. Just so you guys know, this might not be the final version of the software, so the version of the game that's released in like 2 weeks or something. But I had a lot of fun with it anyway. I hope you guys will like what you see up on the channel for the next coming days. I have 5 builds total, so this one is actually not my favorite one that I've done. I think I might release my favorite one either tomorrow, so Friday, or Saturday, but I don't really know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know which one it is when I release it. I'll let you guys know in the voiceover. But anyway, let's talk about this build. So I did not take a picture of the world, by the way, which I don't know why I didn't take a picture of the world. That was pretty dumb. I should have done that. I usually do that, but I didn't. So there is like is there 3 different areas? Yeah, 3 different areas as far as I remember. There's the more like village town area, which is the one that we're building in today. We're building on a 20 by 15, I think, or is it a 30? No, it's definitely a 20 by 15. Most definitely, I'm like 90% sure. One of Sam's houses, because she built for, so my friend Sam, hey Harry, she built for this pack actually, so she worked with EA to build some of the houses that you guys will be getting with the pack when you buy it. But one of her houses is on the lot next to this one, so I kind of wanted this one to fit with that one, if that makes sense, because I loved her builds. So far, before I get to building on those slots for the save file, I am just gonna leave them be just for a little while, you know. So, but the other 2 areas, there is one that is a little bit more, I want to say like countryside, and then there is one area that's a little bit more foresty, if you will. At least that's the impression I got from the areas. But I've built in all of them. So I've only done 1 build in the village area. I think I did 2 in both of the other ones, so you'll see those once they go up on the channel, but today we are working on this one. It was so nice. So you guys know, like, I love to build cottages as it is, but I tend to build more like wooden cottages, and it was actually really nice to be able to sit down and build some more cobblestone ones. So I've really been enjoying that these past days, this past week or something, and I hope you guys will like what came out of it. This pack is super cute. I feel like we only had access to the pack and then, so Cottage Living and also base game, by the way, so I won't be using any other packs, but I do feel like it actually went pretty well with base game, if I may say so. I feel like there are certain items from base game, the more traditional looking items, that you could definitely merge with some of the Cottage Living ones. So that was really nice. But other than that, I feel like it would also work with cats and dogs, actually. I think they have somewhat the same vibe, but I can't fully say until I have the 2 packs mixed in my game. Does that make sense? So yeah, but as far as I remember, I kind of have an idea that those packs would go well together. There's a certain vibe to some of the Cottage Living, or some of the cats and dogs stuff that I feel would go well with the vibe of this stuff that we got from this pack. So, but it's been so much fun trying to decorate with it. A lot of the items are just like, they're really cottagecore. They're really cute. If you've watched my build buy overview, you would know that that's basically the word that I chose to describe everything. So cute and adorable. I also played around with some of the animals a little bit, so if you haven't checked out the overview, definitely do that. You'll see some pictures, I think, at least of chickens, and maybe not in this build, but the one that goes up tomorrow and also the day after that, you'll definitely get to see some chickens and some chicks and some of the animals that come with the pack as well. The rabbits are so adorable. Like, they're so, they warm my heart. I'm sorry, I just touched the microphone. They're just adorable. Like, they're so cute. Also, I just quickly want to say this before I forget as well, but I currently don't have the tray files to the builds here, but hopefully I'll manage to save them to my library once I get early access again. So there'll be builds up on the gallery at some point, and also over on my Patreon there'll be some tray files as well, but right now I don't have them. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because no one actually has access to the pack right now, so no one would be able to get anything out of these builds anyway, right? But I am desperately hoping that I could get my hands on those tray files, because I do want to put out an updated version of my save file at some point with an updated Henford-en-Bagley? I still don't know how to pronounce the world name. Bagley? Is it Bagley? Hold on. I'm turning around because I have a postcard on my shelves. Henford. And I don't know. I'm giving up. It's fine. Whatever. That world. The new world. The cottage world. I'm hoping to be able to update it at some point. So there'll be a new version of the save file up, which has been a while. It's been a long time. I've actually gotten a lot of questions about it lately for some reason, but it's been a while since I've updated the save file, so I'm going to use this pack as an excuse to put a new version out there for you guys to download. So yeah, but it'll probably take me a while for to have all the builds done, because there's a fair amount of lots actually. Although I will say, one thing I will say is that there aren't as many lots as some people would prefer, I think, but you also got to remember that this lot, not included, because it is a 20 by 15, but a lot of the other lots are actually on the bigger side, and I know that the team must have done it, or I think the team must have done it like that because it is a more garden-minded world, or farm-minded world, so you need to have bigger lots so that you can fit in all your gardening things. You know what I mean? Like, you catch my drift? So a lot of the lots are a little bit on the bigger side, and that means there's fewer of them, but more room to do fun gardening stuff. So also we got some pretty fun plots as well that I'm using in the backyard at some point. I'm using the chicken home. I forgot what that's called. Chicken coop. There we go, chicken home. Where did that come from? I don't know. But you'll get to see that in this build as well. And if you haven't seen the build bio overview and you want to see the rest, definitely go check that out. I literally went through everything except from debug, because I kind of forgot debug, but I did check out debug later on, and it's basically trees. Some of them are from other packs, some of them are new. And what else is there? A couple of bushes as well. There's a bike that's super cute. There's a trolley as well with some flowers in it. Like, there's a couple of things, but it's mainly animals and animal things and what's it called? Snacks, for example, animal food that you can't really use for building anyway. And then also just like plants, so landscaping plants, just so you guys know. But I'm really looking forward to getting access to this again. If there's anything you'd like me to build that once I get access to the pack again, I was about to say that I haven't built this week, but so far this is the only build I've released, so I don't know. But if there's anything you'd like to see from me once I get access to the pack, definitely let me know. I'm kind of trying to plan which builds I want to do. I'm doing a lot of research on both Pinterest and Google right now, because it is a building style that I'm personally not super familiar with. Although, I have seen UK cottages before. I think this is specific, or not specific to, but I think this is highly inspired by Cotswold. I hope that's how you pronounce it. That's what Sam told me at least, and that's also what the team said. So I'll take their word for it. I mean, they made the pack, so it kind of makes sense. I have seen British cottages before, obviously, having traveled around in both England but also Scotland when I lived there. But I've never been to Cotswold, and we don't have these kinds of cottages. At least not as far as I've seen. I've not been to every place in Denmark either. But it's not a building style that I am super familiar with. I know that it's very boxy, but that's what a cottage like this just looks like. As you can see today, we're basically building a box on top of a box with a box next to it as well. That's how these houses are in real life. So, and then just like the cute straw, it's not called straw, I forgot what the right word for it is, but the cute roofing as well, that texture, it's all, I've actually seen two people put down roofing like that on a small cottage in a park nearby, and it's so fascinating. And they kept my brother and I and myself, my brother and I and myself, what? My brother, my dad, and myself were staring at them, just like my dad was talking very loudly. They kept turning around and just looking at us like, hello, smiling, and just like, what are you guys doing? Why are you staring at us working? My dad was very fascinated. It looks so pretty when they put it down, but also just the finished result. It's just, it's so cute, you know? So I'm really excited to actually have I know we have a texture somewhat like it. Is it from, it's not exactly like it, but there is one that kind of reminds me a little bit of it. It could kind of, you could fake it a little bit with the Island Living one, with the Island Living roof texture. There we go. But it's not exactly the same. Plus, we also have a roof trim that fits, and there's the roof details as well with the little figurines on top, and I love those to bits. They are so cute. If you didn't see them, I haven't put them down yet. I think maybe I have. Actually, I might have, but you can see them in the thumbnail picture, both at the start of the video, but also at the end of the video once we go into screenshots. So if you missed them, definitely just like quickly take a peek, because they are so cute. There's two different rabbit ones. There's a chicken one, and then there's also a fox one. And I've been playing with those, I think, pretty much every single build except from one build. So 4 out of the 5 builds have those little figurines on top, or those little animals on top of the house, on top of the roof. They're just cute. They're so cute. But just to give you guys a few thoughts on the pack so far, I think my first impressions here after having had access to it for a little while is that I am getting a little bit tired of only building with base game and the pack, but it still works. It's just that I'm not used to building with like only limited amount of packs is what I'm trying to say. So I'm looking forward to getting access to my other ones as well so that I can mix and match a little bit. But everything that I've seen so far is super cute. I love the vibe of the things. I feel like it's well-rounded, although when I went through the build and buy, I felt like there wasn't a whole lot of it. There's probably a lot of the items have gone to the kitchen, obviously. So in case you guys don't know, they have like a quota of how many, is that how you say that, quota? They have a limit of how many items they can add to a pack. So that's specific for expansion packs, game packs, and then stuff packs. And every single mesh that comes with a kitchen counts as one item. So the corner unit is one item. The left unit is one item, just a regular countertop is one item, and the same counts for the cabinets. So there is a whole kitchen set in this one, and I think because of that, there is definitely fewer items in this pack, and also a lot of work must have gone into the animals as well, I can imagine, but so far I don't feel like there is anything overly missing except maybe like a bigger dining table and maybe a desk or something. But also, by the way, I completely forgot to use it in this build, but there's a new PC. It's a typewriter, and it's so cute. They put like an actual typewriter, but it has a screen, so you can use it as a computer. It's amazing. But just to finish my thoughts, I think so far I don't feel like there's much missing after having only had access to the pack and also base game. Except maybe for landscaping, but then again, you know, there's a couple of plants in debug that you guys have to remember the plants in debug because they don't show up under normal plants. I'm not really sure why. They just don't. So make sure you activate world objects once you start landscaping your own builds with the pack, and you should be fine. Other than that, honestly, I don't feel like there's much missing. There's a nice variety when it comes to both, like there's one floor, obviously, 2 actually, but one of them I didn't use at any point. Sorry. But anyway, and then there's a nice variety of wallpapers as well. We have everything like a nice selection of windows and doors, so I feel like it's well-rounded, but I'll let you guys know once I think on it a little bit longer. I know there's still 2 weeks until the pack is released anyway, so we still got some time to like fully put our, like, I have some time to make up my mind. Basically is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so far so good. I hope you guys will like what you see over the next couple of days as well. If you haven't checked out the build buy review, definitely do. It's up on the channel right now. And let me know if there's anything you'd like me to build once I get access to the pack again. I will make sure to write down all your suggestions in my notebook So just, you know, right away. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. However, it is not available on the gallery or on my Patreon yet, but hopefully will be in time. I have saved the save file, so we should be good, I hope. Although one of the big build that I did, I lost all the terrain paint on it. That sucked, so I'll have to redo that, but it's okay. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Trying to figure you out, I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel